He walked in on me with another man, but his next move broke me completely. I still remember the exact moment everything snapped. It started with a text that shouldn't have felt strange, but it did. Don't wait up. Work dinner ran late. My wife, Elena, had sent that same message dozens of times before, but this one hit different. The punctuation, the spacing, even the way she didn't add a heart at the end like she always did. It all fell off. And the weirdest part was that she sent it at 9:47 p.m., even though I knew for a fact her team never scheduled dinners on Thursdays. I stared at my phone way longer than I should have, trying to convince myself I was overthinking. I've been doing that a lot lately, dismissing my gut because I didn't want to believe it. The distance, the half smiles, the locked phone, the excuses that felt too polished. All the little signs I had been pushing aside kept crawling back into my mind. But the real punch came a few minutes later when my phone lit up again. Not with a text, but with a notification from our home security app. Front door unlocked. Elena wasn't supposed to be home yet. I pulled up the camera feed, and the app froze on a loading screen. A spinning circle that refused to load. My heartbeat felt loud enough to shake the walls. Maybe it was nothing. Maybe she forgot something. Maybe. I drove home faster than I care to admit. When I stepped inside, the house felt wrong. Not messy, not chaotic, just wrong. Like the air itself was holding its breath. And then I heard it. A muffled laugh. Hers. But softer, almost nervous. I walked down the hall, each step heavier than the last. I didn't want to open that door. Every part of me was screaming not to, but I did. And that's when my whole world cracked clean in half. Elena was sitting on the edge of our bed, and a man, some stranger, was standing in front of her, tucking his shirt back into his pants. They both froze the second they saw me. For 1 second, nobody spoke. Not her, not him, not me. It was the kind of silence that physically hurts. I remember Elena's eyes widening, not in guilt, not in fear, but in something closer to defeat, like she already knew this moment was coming, and she just didn't expect it tonight. "Daniel," she whispered. I didn't yell. I didn't curse. I didn't even step forward. I just said, "Get dressed and leave." But here's the part that broke me in a way I can't explain. The guy didn't argue. He didn't apologize. He didn't even look embarrassed. He just nodded, grabbed his jacket, and patted Elena's shoulder like she was his, not mine. And she didn't flinch. That tiny moment hurt more than the cheating itself. After he left, she sat on the bed with her head in her hands. I stood against the door frame because if I didn't hold myself up, I might have collapsed. "How long?" I asked. She didn't answer. "Elena, how long?" She finally lifted her head, eyes red, voice cracking. 6 months. 6 months. Half a year. Nights we spent watching movies. Dinners we shared. Kisses I thought meant something. All of it, fake. I should have been angry. I should have thrown something. I should have felt rage exploding through my chest. But instead I felt nothing. Just this cold emptiness, like someone had scooped out everything inside me. And then came the part one still replaying in my head. The part that cut deeper than the confession. "I didn't tell you because I knew you'd leave," she said. Her voice was small, broken, pleading. But I didn't want to lose the life we built. Not me, not my love, not our marriage. Just the life, the stability, the comfort, the version of me that made her world easier. It's strange how betrayal isn't just the act itself. It's the realization that the person you love doesn't love you the way you thought. I packed a bag that night. Nothing dramatic. No slamming doors. Just quiet movements, like I was a guest in my own home. Elena cried the whole time. "Can we talk about this tomorrow?" she begged. "Please, don't walk out like this." But I had to, because staying meant letting her chip away at what little self-respect I had left. When I reached the front door, she whispered, "I never stopped loving you." I paused. My hand was on the doorknob, and for a moment, I almost believed her. That's how powerful love can be, how blinding. But then I remembered how she looked at him, how she didn't pull away when he touched her shoulder, how she said she didn't want to lose the life. Not me, So I said the only honest thing I had left. You loved who I was in your world, not who I was in mine. And I walked out. Years later, I'm still healing. Some nights the memory stings. Some days I feel stronger than ever. But I learned something in the fallout of her betrayal. You can lose someone who never planned to keep you, but you can't lose yourself unless you choose to. And I'm done choosing to break for someone who never learned how to hold me.